Hey there, you guys! So today I am doing the Taylor Swift book tag. I like the questions, so I decided to do this tag. So let's get started. So the first one is, we are never ever ever getting back together. And for that one, the question is, pick a book that you thought you were in love with and then you had to break up with them and you're never getting back with them. And for that one, I chose Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. And, yeah, this one, I was like 20 pages in, I was like, this book is going to be great, yay! It's written by John Green and David Levithan, they're good authors, yay! And then I got 100 pages in, and I was like, no! I'm not reading you, no! So I'm never getting back together with that book. I threw it on the floor. No, not crying. I'm never getting back together with it. So the next song is Red. And for this one, you had to pick a book with red on the cover. And for this one, I chose 11 Birthdays by Wendy Mass. And yeah, it's got red here. It's got a red balloon, and it's got the scholastic red. And it's got lots of red on the spine, too. So, yay for redness. It's one of my favorite books. So I was like, I had to get in there somehow. So for the next one, it is The Best Day. And this one, you had to choose a book that makes you feel nostalgic. And for this one, I chose The Wedding Planner's Daughter by Colleen Murtaugh Parator. I never know how to say her middle name. Or it's her hyphenated maiden name, but I never know how to say it. But I read this book when I was really little, and it's super short. It's like, yeah, it's 192 pages. So reading this now would take me like a day and a half. No. Why did I say a day? No. Reading this book now would take me like an hour and a half. Like, it's not, and it's super big font too, so this would not take me very long at all. But it's just, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy when I see this book sitting on my shelf. So the next song is Love Story, and for this one you are supposed to choose Ignore the Cat, I Apologize. He likes to lay on his fuzzy blankets. But anyway, so for this one you had to choose one with Forbidden Love. And so I chose Matched by Ali Condi. And, yeah, I don't know how to explain it without spoiling, but is it technically spoiling? I don't know. Although, if you haven't read this book, you should. I have not read the third book yet, and I know I'm awful. It pains me inside to not have finished that book yet. I haven't had time. But, yeah, if you read this book, you know that about the forbidden love that I'm talking about. But, yeah. So for the next one, it is I Knew You Were Trouble. And this one you're supposed to choose a character that was bad and you couldn't help but love. And so I chose Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. And Gilbert Blythe is not exactly a nice guy in this one. Yeah, he's a little 10-year-old, but he's not 12-year-old. Yeah, 12? 12. I get mixed up on their ages, but yeah, he isn't really the nicest guy in this one. Or whatever you'd call nice. But I kind of loved him from the beginning, and I was very happy at how the whole series turned out. So the next song is Innocent, and for this one you are supposed to choose a book that someone spoiled the ending for you. And, Fault in Our Stars. Technically, I wasn't, like, actually spoiled, but I was confused on who the big event happened in the end. If you've escaped, although I guess since the movie's out, most people probably know how this ends. So, if you haven't seen the movie or read the book, pause the story now, and I will put my hand down when you can watch again. I was confused on who died. I thought that, by all the talk, I didn't think Augustus died. I thought Hazel died. And so that was kind of shocking. And I was also, I thought that way because of how the trailer was formed, and I hadn't read the book yet by the time the trailer came out. So, yeah, I just was like, oh, because of that whole rushing emergency scene that I thought she was dying and not Gus. So, yeah. So the next song is Everything Has Changed, and for this one you are supposed to choose a book that has a character that has gone through major character development. And so for this one I chose The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, and Percy goes through some pretty extensive character development through this whole series, as well as the Heroes of Olympus series. And I haven't finished the 5th book yet, so don't say anything, okay? I trust you all. Don't say anything about Blood of Olympus. I haven't finished it yet. But, yeah, he goes through pretty extensive character development over the course of this book and all of the other books. So the next song is You Belong With Me, and this one you were supposed to show your most anticipated release. Think you can guess. I think that's all I have to say about that book. Really hope that's all I have to say about that book because, yes. So the next song is Forever and Always, and for this one you are supposed to choose your favorite book couple. Percabeth. I could have chosen the book where they actually become whatever, but in this one, I really like how Annabeth is, her attitude towards trying to find Percy. I really loved reading this book and seeing how Annabeth dealt with the situation, and it just made me love Percabeth even more than I did previously, and, yeah. So the next song is Come Back, Be Here, and for this one, you're supposed to choose a book that you would least likely lend out for fear of missing it too much. And, I don't lend out, like, any books. Like, they're my books. The only people I lend them out to are, like, my best friend and my sister and my parents, but they never read, so they don't count. But those are the only 2 people I lend books out to, and I know they're gonna get them back to me, otherwise they gonna get beat. No, kidding. But I'll be very mad at them if they ruin my books or lose my books or whatever. So yeah, all of my books because nobody getting none. Yeah. So the next song is Teardrops on My Guitar, and for this one you were supposed to pick a book that made you cry a lot. And I don't cry at books. I apologize. I know I am a soulless, heartless person. But books don't make me cry. Movies don't really make me cry. The only movie that has made me cry, like, in a movie theater, besides when I was really little, was How to Train Your Dragon 2. And anybody that's seen that movie knows why I was crying. When I was really little, I cried during High School Musical 2 in the, when Gabriella's singing Gotta Go My Own Way. I was, like, sobbing like a baby every single time I watched that scene for, like, a year. But I was 7, so, doesn't count. But, yeah, those are the only 2 movies that have ever made me cry, and books don't make me cry either, so, I'm sorry. So the next song is Shake It Off, and for this one you are supposed to pick a book that you love so much that you'll just shake off the haters. And for this one I chose The Mother-Daughter Book Club by Heather Vogel Frederick. This series is my favorite series of all time. Second favorite series of all time. Any other book by Rick Riordan is the only other books that trump this. But this book series is amazing and you all should read it. But yeah, and I guess nobody's really heard of this series, at least that I know of, because nobody really talks about it on BookTube. Probably because the main characters in this book are in 6th grade. The oldest they get is junior year of high school, so I want this book to go on forever. I love This is my favorite book series ever. Well, besides the exception of Rick Riordan, but. So yeah, that is the Taylor Swift book tag for me, and I don't know if I'll end up tagging anyone because most booktubers have already done this tag. But I might tag a couple people, but I'll put them down in the description and I'll tweet it out whenever that happens. And, momentary breakthrough. Today I reached 10 followers on Twitter, and I know that's not very much, but for me, I freaked. I was like, I have 10 followers! And thank you to my 6 subscribers out there. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I care about you all, and yeah, please communicate with me. I want to hear what you guys want. I want you guys to comment. I want you guys to tweet me. I want whatever. Please let me know what you're liking, what you're not liking, what you want in terms of videos. I want to appease to you. I love you all, and thank you for watching my videos and making me feel loved. So, thank you very much, and yeah, I will see you all next week with my special surprise. Woo! But I'll see you all then. Goodbye!